Hey guys, it's Darwin here with a full 700 plus mile review of the Altra Olympus 3.0. Alright, so before we jump into the review, let me first start off by saying I am not paid or sponsored by Altra to do this review, and I am not affiliated with them in any way. I bought these guys with my own money. Now, if you guys have been here with me on the channel for a little bit, you'll know that one of my favorite all-time hiking shoes has been the Altra Lone Peak. Now, whether it's the 3.0 or the 3.5, I have used this bad boy exclusively for the past 2 years. And it was the shoe that I took out to do my 2018 Pacific Crest Trail thru hike. Now, I ended up burning through about 4 pairs of these while I was out on the trail over the first 2,000 miles, and some of that's because my feet did grow, and another reason is because I did get an injury, but because of that, I did go through 4 of these. Now, when I got into Oregon, just past the 2,000 mile point, I needed a new pair of them, and I could not find a pair of the Altra Lone Peak 3.5s anywhere. While I was in Bend, Oregon, I happened to go into a running store, and one of the guys in the store suggested I check out the Altra Olympus 3.0, and it was about the only shoe that they had in my size. So because I had no other choice, I picked it up, and I was pleasantly surprised on how much I actually like this shoe. Now, before I get into what I really like about it and what I don't like about it, let's go over the specs. Now, just like the Lone Peak and all of Altra shoes, it is a zero drop shoe. It sports that patented Altra super wide foot box. It has a 33 millimeter stack height, which is quite a bit more compared to the Lone Peak's 25 millimeter stack height. The midsole is made of a dual EVA foam. It has no rock plate in it, which allows it to be a little bit more flexible and a little bit softer of a ride. A full mesh breathable upper and a Vibram Mega Grip rubber outsole. Now, like all of Altra's trail running shoes, it does have the 4-point gator trap system that allows you to attach trail gaiters a little bit more snug on the shoe. And on my scale, a pair of these guys in 12.5 weighs in at 28 ounces or 794 grams. All right, so that gets the basic specs out of the way. So let's talk about what I personally like about this shoe and some of the features that I noticed going to this from the Lone Peak 3.5. So the first thing that I really noticed going to the shoe was how much wider the actual toe box is. Now, one of my favorite shoes of all time was the Lone Peak 3.0 by Altra, and when they went to the 3.5, the toe box kind of shrunk a little bit. It fits a little bit tighter. So that's something that I always missed with this shoe, was having that extra room, and the Olympus definitely delivers with a much wider toe box. The other thing it's pretty hard not to notice is all that extra cushion in the sole, which is about an 8 millimeter difference between the Lone Peak. I mean, look at that. You can see how much more cushion this shoe actually has. And for someone that actually has quite a bit of knee problems that I've had all my life, and when you're doing something like a thru hike and you're at that 2,000 mile point and your knees and your feet are just wore out, that's something that I really appreciated over the last 700 miles of the trail. It just gives it a really nice, soft, smooth ride. Whenever you first get the shoe, they kind of feel springy, kind of like you're walking on clouds or a trampoline or something, which is really, really nice, especially when you're going through some of those lava fields that are in Oregon, which is whenever I picked these shoes up. Another thing that I really dig about the Olympus is its stability. Sometimes whenever you wear one of these taller stack height shoes, you kind of feel like you're gonna roll off the shoe. I've personally had some problems in the past with the Hoka shoes kind of falling off the shoe, but with this new Olympus 3.0, Altra actually widened up the heel, so it just makes the ride much more stable on the trail, especially whenever you're going up on rocks or your foot is kind of going around roots and stuff. It's just a much more stable shoe. And as far as the fit goes, I mean, it's pretty similar to how the Lone Peaks fit. I wear a 12.5 now in the Lone Peak, and I wear a 12.5 in the Olympus, so the fit is basically the same. It has that same type of heel cup that really snugs against your heel so you're not slipping too much. And overall, I just think it's a really well-designed shoe. Now, what are some of the things that I don't like about the Altra Olympus? Well, there's not really much. I mean, like I said, I really love how wide the toe box is. I love the stability. I love that extra cushion. And if I had to pick a couple things that I don't like, number one would probably be the price. At the time of this video, this guy retails for $150, which the main reason is because it has that Vibram outsole. Anytime you put Vibram rubber on a shoe, the price is going to jack up about $20 to $30. So it's definitely an expensive shoe for the miles that you're going to get out of it, you know, anywhere from 500 to 700 miles. So that's definitely a downfall. It's pretty pricey. And then the other thing is really stupid, and it's definitely a vanity thing, but I really hate the colors that they did in this shoe. They did 3 colors in it. I cannot stand the color red. You guys have probably never seen me ever wear red in any of my videos, but believe it or not, this was the best looking shoe out of all of them. So yeah, they probably could have used a better color palette. Altra, can't you just make like an all black shoe? Just black, come on, like black? So in conclusion, what do I think about the Olympus 3.0? I love it. This shoe is really, really great, and it really helped me out over those last 700 miles of the PCT. Like I said, mainly because whenever you are towards the end of a trail, you just start breaking down. Your knees start hurting every day, your feet start hurting, you're just hurting, right? Having over 2,000 miles on your body of hiking every day is just going to do that. So I really appreciated and loved the ride of this nice cushy shoe. And going forward, this is my new shoe for the trail. Now, Altra did release the Lone Peak 4.0, and I haven't even considered checking those out yet. And I really have no plans to, because I'm really, really happy with the Olympus 3.0. And it's the shoe that I'm going to be using during my Arizona Trail thru hike and basically everything else that I'm going to be doing in 2019. So if you want to check out some more about the Altra Olympus 3.0, I'll put a couple links down below. If you found any value in this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.